Alright, now we're looking at the fourth thing that I think you should definitely look at on this bike. Now, if any of you have the GMC, you know you have grip shifters. Now, if any of you know about anything about bike mechanics, you can't slide grip shifters up and around drop handlebars. So, how did they actually get those on there? Now, if you notice, and if you look at some other bikes, the GMC has a very, very thick, and just right here off of the stem, it's really thick. Now, the reason that was because in order to get the grip shifters on, originally in China, they chopped the handlebar in half, put them on there, welded it back together, and just bolted it on, and sent it off. The United States was like, no, 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 that's not cool. I mean, that's like unsafe. So, now, what they have in there is, so they chopped it, put the grip shifters on there, then they put a bracer bar in the middle, so that's another layer of metal, and then they put bracing, like 2 bracing clamps that get clamped together by bolting it onto your stem, onto that, and then they have to have a special, very big stem for the GMC specifically. It's the only stem that's that big. It's absolutely, I might actually have it. No, I don't. Okay, well, yeah. Here. Yeah, here. These are the outer bracing bars that went around it, and then you had a special, very, very wide stem in order to accommodate that. So, it's not a very big system, but, so that's extra weight, that's like terrible. But the other thing to be pointed out is the fact that grip shifters aren't that great. I mean, you can get some high quality ones, but I've noticed, and when I've seen other GMCs, I drop by just to check on them, and like, I'm glad that they put a friction one, or it's not a friction one, it just has a lot of different settings rather than 1, 2, 3 for the front. So that's better, but the thing is, grip shifters break so fast. They're just very poorly made. So, what do I suggest? If you can, get yourself a new handlebar, new stem, number 1. Then from that, I mean, the brake hoods and whatnot aren't that bad. They're a bit hard. You can get new ones if you wanted. But the cheapest way to go, which I didn't go, but I've seen other people do it, and they've been really happy, is to get the Shimano A050 shifters. They're called thumb shifters. They will slide around these handlebars, so you don't need a chopped handlebar, and they can go right up next to the stem, and I think they're about this big. And I've seen them, and you just operate by thumb, and everyone says they're dependable. They feel solid, and you know, they even just look a lot better. Now, there are other bikes on the cheaper bike market that already have these. So the Schwinn Prelude or some of the Tour de France labeled bikes already have that on there. So if you got that, it's actually not a bad system. I've seen people who spent $100 on wheels for their GMC and decided to go with those shifters. Personally, I went with drifters or STIs, whatever you call them, brake shifters, because I really liked the idea of it. I've ridden them, and it's really, really nice. So the whole concept of drifters, or STI, which stands for Shimano Total Integration. Note, Shimano's not the only one who makes these anymore, but Shimano is a big company that started it. So the whole point is you can change gears by the levers right here. Mine has 2 different levers. Some of them have the whole brake as a lever, and then there's a little like thumb button here, some of the cheaper Shimano ones. But most of them will either have the whole lever here, or 2 levers in the back, or 1 lever in the back that does dual purpose, which is like SRAM double tap, but don't have to worry about that. You can get used ones. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. If you want to be really, really a roadie, this is not a bad way to go, but pay attention to them. It's going to be more costly. I mean, I was able to pick up this old RSX for $20, and then I unfortunately couldn't find the matching one to go with it. It's probably better to buy it in a pair. I mean, that's what I see most often. But then I bought the Shimano 105 new old stock from France for like $40. So yeah, actually I had to get it from France. But hey, I liked it. It kind of looked cool because I can get the same look out of them because it's the same style. I mean, I could have just put one of the Shimano 2300s on there, and it would have been like $20 for that. But I kind of wanted the same look because I'm a sucker. But pay attention because again, the GMC is set up as a triple with 7 in the back, so 21 gear. I actually have it right now. This is only a 2, but I'm not worried about it. I don't actually use my smallest chainring in the front, so that's not a problem. I just limit it and adjust the derailleur so it works with this. And the RSX is a 7-speed. There's also a new one you can get pretty cheap from Shimano. I've seen them for, I mean, not that much, but it's the Shimano Touring or something like that. It's the A070, so I guess it's like a step up from the 050, but below the 2300. And it's actually a drifter. It's all black, so it's kind of cool if you're kind of going for a certain look. And I guess those are all right. Or you can do the 2300s, which is an 8-speed in the back technically. You can get a 3x8 for that. You can technically run that and just limit your rear derailleur, so prevent your rear derailleur from moving any further. Which it's fine. It's just not necessarily the best thing to do, to be honest. So it's up to you what you want to do, and so get something better than the grip shifters. They're gonna break on you. They broke on me, and get something else. Shimano A050. It's the cheapest way to go. Grab yourself a new handlebar and stem if you can. I just bought mine used. And so those are thumb shifters, drifters. Cheapest way to go is the Shimano A070, or you can limit out a 2300. That's the cheapest way to go. And other than that, once you get step up from there, it's like you're looking at getting like 9-speed shifters. It's not worth it for this bike, to be honest. So, and thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Come back to you with more tips.